first tool I use when working on a Rise theme is simply my browser debugger. So if I right click, or I'm doing control click on my Mac here, I can highlight and see the CSS that's being applied to these various elements. So I have all my HTML on the left side. This is the building blocks of any web page, including Rise 360 courses, which are just web pages after all. And so here I've highlighted my heading level 1, H1, and if I wanted to, I can start to modify the sizing. I can see right here font size, and the cool thing about Rise, it already gives me most of the CSS I need. I'm just going to make a few changes here. I can preview them easily in my browser debugger, and it's not actually saving anything, but this lets me just experiment, just see what's possible with my CSS. And so right there, I just fixed my the wrap of the typography of my heading. And that's just the beginning of what we can experiment with in the browser debug tool. As we get into learning about selectors, we use this tool a lot. And when it comes time to saving our CSS as we go throughout the course, we're going to use the next tool. It's a free browser add-on called Stylus. I'll show you how to get set up with Stylus next. We can start saving our styles. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure, and I have a bunch of in-progress styles that I have here. I'm going to make sure Stylus is on, so I get the green icon, and I can write a new style that's starting with the URL rise.articulate.com, because I have not exported my course yet. I'm still in the cloud using Rise's or Articulate's cloud. So this style is going to apply to URL starting with rise.articulate.com. I'm going to click that. Now I've got my window here, and first thing you're going to want to do is give it a name. And I usually call it, actually, this is my 101 course. I'm going to call it 101 using Stylus, and hit save to make sure that that document is going to be saved. And going back to my course here, I had already saved a style, the font size of 3.5 REM, which actually translates into 35 pixels. The REM, I actually talk about the units a little later in the course, but just move that decimal 1 point and add pixel. It's 35 pixel size right now. And what I'm going to do is copy that selector, and I'm going to put it into my Stylus style sheet. And actually, so I always remove the .classic. That stands for the first theme option in Rise. So there's the Rise theme that is the default of whatever project you're starting with. What I do is change the parent selector, and we get into selectors later in the course. But I can start writing my style here. And right now I'm just going to do something simple. I'm going to give it a border, 10 pixels solid red, just so I can make sure that my styles are getting applied. And I'm going to hit save to lock in that style. And I've just created my first style of my Rise course. I'll probably remove that red border later on, but now I can see that I have started to redesign my theme. The final tool I use is a text editor called Dreamweaver. You don't have to use this one. You can literally use any text editor. You probably have one on your computer, like TextEdit or Notepad, but I recommend using a full-featured text editor like this one. Also, from Microsoft for free, you can get Visual Studio Code. And this is where we save our final CSS into our SCORM package before we upload to our LMS. And here's my course. I had already downloaded. I'm loading this just on my local in my browser. And just to make sure it's taking effect, I've already got my new font size, my pretty red border. I can also do background blue. That'll probably look good. Hit save. And now I'm going to refresh, make sure these final changes are taking place into my course. That looks perfect. I think I can send this off to my stakeholder, make sure they're cool with it, and then I will be zipping it up and uploading to my LMS.